Please take your seats as the show is about to begin.
Beginners to the stage.
Okay, we have clearance.
Stand by curtains.
Quiet, please.
Stand by Q1.
Break a leg, everyone.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Chorley Theatre.
I can see them. I can see all of them through my trusty net curtain. Maybe they think nobody's watching. Maybe they're not bothered. I'm not fussed. The point is, I can see them and they can't see me. Dog walkers, families, hoodlums, blooming young couples. I've been watching them all for 50 years on and off. And what are they doing? They're not keeping 2 meters apart, that's what. I'm shielding because of this pigging virus. Apparently, I'm old, frail, and vulnerable. And who says so? Our esteemed government. Bunch of blooming schoolboys. I've got pants older than some of them in that cabinet. Hey, and half of them are off sick, which is why I've got to stop in. I haven't been poorly since I had chickenpox when I were in infants at St Mary's. So I'm damned if I'm going to get a virus caught for some bat from t'other side of the world. Because I am made of tougher stuff. And do you know why? Because I've been keeping to the 2-metre rule since I was 4 years old. Oh, yes. No Tom, Dick and Harry in my personal space. Thank you very much. People go coughing and spluttering when they haven't got a virus, never mind when they've caught one. A pack of tissues should be a legal requirement. Stopping and searching of the unhygienic would be a much better use of police time. With an on-the-spot fine if your nose is running. I've been writing a book for years. It's called How to Improve Society to Discourage Idiots. And if everybody stuck to my rules, we wouldn't be in this mess. And I'd be able to go to shop. Having your shopping delivered like some kind of invalid. Well, it's embarrassing. I mean, I saw one local couple yesterday. He's called Tony Summit. And she's called Margaret Dinnerface. Because she's always got a Greg's Cornish pasty in her hand. Well, I mean, not now, obviously. So she'll be having withdrawal symptoms. What a shameless display of hooking. Not even 2 millimetres apart, never mind 2 metres. And if you must kiss, then wear a mask. They don't even live together. The parents would be turning in the grave if they were dead. I mean, my husband and I aren't like that. We have respect. I mean, that's real love. But then when we got the shielding letter, I said, well, look, we're going to have to spend some time apart. I mean, it's going to mean separate bedrooms. He just said no change there then and picked up his paper and went into the back room. Haven't seen him since. And then this morning, a ruddy couple right in front of my window. She were a freckly woman and a lad with a right big head. And they were hugging and they were laughing. Or were they crying? Anyway, I thought, well, I can't stand and watch this, mocking all of us. It's keeping to the rules. I thought, sod the virus, sod the shielding. I'm going to give this pair of star-crossed morons a piece of my mind. So I got my big quota and I stormed out. I were primed and revved, ready to rip it up like I haven't been for years. I said, oi, big head, oi, freckles, get 2 metres apart and bugger off from my window. When I got a bit closer, I could see that Freckles was somewhat older than Big Ed. Turns out she's his mother. We haven't seen each other for years. I said, that's very nice. I'm moved. I mean, I am really, truly moved. And I'm so happy for you. But if you could just get 2 metres apart and bugger off, you can be happy following all the rules away from my window. Now, wonder what's on telly tonight.
I've been doing this job for a while now and it's supposed to get easier. Or so they tell me. It's different kids, sure, but it's the same behaviours, the same script, the same damage. And so we risk assess and we document and we report. Am I a carer or a receptionist? Because some days I don't know. Did you know that a kid's report stays with them for 75 years once they leave care? I mean, I'll be gone by then, and their whole life will just be in files and reports of the moment that they brush their teeth in the morning until the last thing that they do at night. Well, so that's what I'm doing right now at 12 o'clock at night, which is 2 hours after I've clocked off, because I spend all of my time with these kids and I have no time to do the paperwork. Take today, for instance. JS activities. JS, 1 p.m, had lunch. 5 p.m, tea, watched a film, went to bed. But today was different because of the conversation. That bloody conversation that catches me out every time. You're like a mum to me. I love you. I can't respond. I shouldn't. But I do feel that in a parent kind of way. I mean, I've worked here for 4 years and I've worked with him for 3 of those. Gosh, when he first came here, he couldn't get through the night without wetting the bed and he'd shake all through the night. But now, he's so grown. I'm proud. So, how do you say that when you're a professional and a parent, a teacher in a home, in their home? JS informed staff that he loved them. Staff explained, what? What did I say? That they love working with him, that they care. Brilliant. so much time working with this kid, and that's all I can say. I am sick of saying it, and they're sick of hearing it. I care, we care, because we care. You don't want me to care, but we care. It's so harsh. In the last 3 years, not one person has told this kid that they love him. Every self-made scar on his body is a reminder of that. A deep, sore reminder. Not one person has given that to him. Not his actual mum, not his family, not us. Professional boundaries. So I switch off. I detach. Because once they leave here, they're just going to go back to exactly how they were before. So you do what you have to do and you move on. And I tell them to forget about me as well. I say, you're not going to want me as a reminder of the naff time that you've had while you were in care. They leave and the next one comes along. The next product in the cycle. I don't want to hear from you when you get out of here. I don't want to know that you're back smoking that stuff. I don't want to know that you're back living there. And I don't want to know that you are back to the beginning. Why? Because right now, I am so proud of you and I love you. Because I care.
The first thing you notice about her is her smile. It's bright and welcoming. She smiles with a whole face. Plump pink lips around straight, gleamingly white teeth. She has the kind of smile that can light up the whole room. That phrase was just made for her. There's nothing that could outshine that smile of hers. The second thing you notice are her eyes. They're large and framed by thick, dark lashes. You could get lost for days in the deep blue colour of them. But more importantly than that, they're wonderfully expressive. She can't hide any emotion as it always shines through in her eyes. And when she looks at you, it's like she can see your whole soul. Like she can see every little part of me, every little molecule of my being, and she's sharing every part of herself in return. I want her eyes to be the first thing I see in the morning and the last thing I see at night. She's the type of woman that can't go through life unnoticed. She walks into a room and everyone, men and women, notice her. She radiates warmth, beauty, charm, sensuality and love. That's how I met her. She walked into my life at 8:03 on a warm, sunny summer's day with just the hint of a breeze that blew her dress towards me, along with the scent of her floral perfume, Marc Jacobs, Daisy, her scent of choice. I've watched her dab it on her wrists and neck enough times to have it memorised. Her neck. Her beautiful, long, slender neck. How I want to run my nose down that long neck of hers and smell the perfume right from its source. A silver pendant hung at the bottom of her neck the day that I first met her, and worn every day since. It must be such a treasured item to be worn so often. Always delicately placed at the top of her chest in the morning, always the last thing taken off at night, and always carefully placed in a wooden jewellery box. I have her daily routine memorised. I've made it my mission to know everything about her. She talks to her mum often, enjoys yoga at the local gym. She likes to eat a chicken salad for lunch every day of the week, except from Friday when she treats herself to something naughty. Saturdays are spent in the park with the dog. Sundays are spent at a local restaurant eating brunch. Her favourite's Eggs Benedict. I've been captivated by her from the moment she walked past me that beautiful morning. She didn't look at me or acknowledge me in any way, but I know I changed her world that day just as much as she changed mine. I know that I've found the woman that I'm meant to be with for the rest of my life. 2 weeks they've been in their new house, and they still haven't fixed the curtains. Her boyfriend works long hours at the hospital and perhaps just hasn't got round to doing it yet. I don't mind. I get to watch her. Watch her eating, cooking dinner, playing with the dog, getting dressed in the mornings and undressed at night. These moments, these intimate moments between the two of us are my favourite parts in the day. I feel at peace. And I know that what I'm doing isn't wrong. I know that one day we'll be together. I just have to be patient. One day that smile will be because of me. One day those eyes will look at me and truly see me, not just some passing stranger. One day, and one day soon, I'll be hers.